guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Shiro and I'm back with another video. Today we are going to be talking American schools versus Kenyan schools, and I'm going to be talking about Kenyan schools pros and cons and American schools pros and cons. And also, when I'm talking about Kenyan schools, some things I think have changed from how it was 4 years ago, because when I was there was no grade 1, it was just standard 1, so, or class 1, so a lot of things have changed. So I'm going to be talking from, I guess, that perspective of how I used to be in Kenyan schools and the pros and cons versus the American schools. If I was to choose American school versus Kenyan school, which one would I choose? You might be asking yourself. I would choose, I don't know. Let me just say that. They all have pros and cons, and I still don't know which one I would choose. I feel like I would choose, okay, I feel like I would choose American. But then there's some things that are Kenyan that I would love. But I feel like for American, I would just love to change some things. I don't know. It's just complicated. But yeah. Let's get right into the video. Let's start with American. Let's start with American schools. Then finish with Kenyan. Also, I have one, the last one, that connects both ways. We're going to get there. So yeah. Let's start with let's start with cons of American schools. Number 1. Not learning, no. The con is I would like, or we don't learn much about money or taxes or stuff like that. And I feel like it's really important to learn financial literacy in that way. Like, we learn more about that, and it would be really helpful, you know, to learn more about that. Number 2, learn more of history classes. I feel like history class is really not taken as seriously, because even if you ask a lot of people, their history teachers, a lot of times it's also the coach teacher, and I had that. And also learn more of Black history. I feel like we, from class 5 and now I'm in class 7, I feel like all I learned in Black history was slavery, and I feel like there's more than that. All we learn is slavery and Martin Luther King. I feel like there's more than that. And also, the third one is connected to a pro, is that about dress code. We're going to get into dress code after I do the pros, so that's a big topic. Okay, so let's talk about pros of American schools. Number 1, government school has no school fees. Government school have no uniforms, which is good, because I feel like if I was in America and I have to wear a uniform, it's just too much. But that's another thing which connects to the dress code, and I'm gonna talk about that in 1 minute. Freedom to choose electives. That's a really good thing, and you start choosing your elective at class 6, and you can choose what you want. In class 6 I chose art. In class 6 you choose 1, in class 7 you choose 2. I think you do the same in class 8. I feel like it's a good thing to have that, and we have a lot. We have cheerleading, sports, you can choose basketball, and you guys go and do games with other schools and stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's a good thing, and the fact that we have that freedom from class 6 is a good thing, because we didn't really have that in Kenya. We had games, which was not the whole year. So yeah, I feel like it's a good thing to start at an early age to do stuff like that. And last one, you won't know others' grades, because you won't know what I got and I won't know what you got, unless you are in like a B honor roll. But we didn't know in like elementary, you won't know what I got and everything like that. And I feel like you won't be judged and you won't be laughed at, because in Kenya they say, oh, you are the last one, you you did bad and you're number one, you're the best, you're the good student, and everyone in class will laugh at the last person, which is not nice. Like you don't have to make someone feel bad because of their grades. And some people are just not book smart. Some people have other talents other than school. So I feel like not knowing people's grades is really important. It can, that privacy. Let's talk about dress code. This is a big one. So I said dress code is not, uniform is not in America, but in American schools, in government schools, some schools in America, like private, Catholic, and all of that, have it, but have uniforms. But a lot of government schools, and a lot of schools are government, then like go to government schools, we don't wear uniforms. But just because you don't wear uniforms, we have a dress code. And that dress code is, some things are understandable, some things are not. Like we have, number one, the thing that I don't like about the dress code is that it has 20 rules, and 3 of those rules are for boys and 17 are for girls. And I feel like it's so, and when you break those rules, I don't know what I've never broken a rule because I was so scared. I'm so scared of those rules. I hate being dress coded, so I used to wear the same clothes because I was so scared. I used to see everyone get dress coded. For sometimes it was just little things, like this one girl got dress coded because her jeans were ripped on the knees. On the knees they were the ripped jeans, and she got dress coded and she had to wear these ugly, smelly clothes, and which you don't even know where they have been. Dress codes are really weird to me. Some are understandable, I won't even lie to you, some are understandable. The 3 ones for boys is closed shoes, you can't wear opens, you can't sag, and I don't remember the other one, but it's 3. It's 3 of them. And for girls it's 17. Comment down if you think that's fair. But yeah, let's talk about Kenyan schools cons. Okay. Con number 1, school fees. School fees is something that you have to do in Kenyan schools, and I feel like in American schools you don't have to pay school fees, in obviously the government schools, and for Kenya it's mandatory, to pay school fees, and I feel like it's not a good thing because some kids don't go to school just because they don't have money. But in America, you can go to school even though you don't have money. Like, you can still go to school. Being beaten, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about the being beaten one. Sometimes you be beaten and it's so bad, okay? Like, so bad. In America, you're not beaten. You're more of, I don't know how to feel about this one though. Because in America, when you misbehave, you get C-Hall or ISS or detention, or if it's that bad, you get suspended or expelled. And in Kenya, you be beaten and it's over. Like you be beaten and it's over. ISS, you go to this room for like the whole day. C-Hall is after school, you stay for 1 hour in this punishment room. So I don't know how to feel about I still don't know what to, like, I don't know, because in Kenya, when you get beaten, you are beaten and it's over and you feel the pain, and after 10 minutes the pain is gone and it's like, that's it. But in America, sometimes you have to get your parents involved in this and that, and I feel like that's just too much than being beaten. If I'm beaten, my parents will not know I was beaten. It's just too much. I don't know how to feel. Should I be detention or beaten? Because sometimes you get used to it. I usually used to have kids in my school who used to be in C-Hall each and every day. They are at school after 1 hour each and every day, and they are used to it. They're like, hey friend, are you in Sea Hall? And they're like, yeah, I'm in Sea Hall. And like, yeah, we're in Sea Hall, and they're happy about it. So it's like they're not working. These Sea Halls, this detention, sometimes to be in lunch detention, and they have to stay in class and do math, and like, I don't know how to feel about it. You comment down below. Do you feel like they should be beaten, which will you are beaten and the pain is over and it's like gone? Or Sea Hall, and I think they let them play games on their phone on the school that I used to be to. So they play games on their phone for 1 hour, and then after that they go home. Like, and they were happy about it. They did not care. It seemed like it was not a big thing. So it's like, what's happening? But I never did that. Number 3, buying textbooks. This is another one of Kenyan cons, because buying textbooks is like, in America you get textbooks for free. You don't buy textbooks so far. We don't buy textbooks. We have textbooks in school, and we don't even use textbooks we have textbook in school and we are given. I actually have a textbook right now for math, and I even never used it. So yeah, in Kenya we have to go buy the CRE, the science, the social studies, the math, like, you have to buy all these textbooks, and it's just too much. Again, your parents have to go back to their pocket and remove money. For uniforms, they have to go back and buy uniforms. For school fees, they have to go and buy and pay school fees, which is money and money and money and money. So I feel like Kenyan education sometimes is a little expensive than American. Another one, choosing classes at a late age. This is the picking the classes you want and everything. I feel like they do it at a later age, because we didn't do that. We didn't do the picking what nini you want to do. I feel like they do that more in high school. Yeah, something about that. But we didn't really pick the classes we want, unlike here we pick in class 6. Yeah. Another thing that that was it. That's it for the cons. Let's go to the pros, the good things about Kenyan schools. A lot of trips. Again, your parents have to pay, but there was so many good trips. In America we have field trips, but field trips are not fun. Let me just be honest. Field trips are not fun. The ones that I've been to, because we went to Jump Street, they're not fun. Like, they're not as fun as Kenyan. The American field trips they're boring. Like the Kenyan ones, we go to Bomas of Kenya, we go to Mamba Village. The class 6 and 7 and 8 used to go to Masai Mara. They go, like, that used to be fun. And like America, you just go, like, not that far away. We go to Jump Street, we go and play in the bouncing castle. The American trips are not as fun as the Kenyan ones, so that was a good thing. The second one is this one was my mom. My mom told me this, that back in her day they used to do home science and it was mandatory. In America, the one that I told you guys that I'm doing, Principles of Human Services, that is not mandatory, and I feel like it should be mandatory to learn stuff like that. Like, I feel like it's a good thing to learn stuff like home science, and for them it was mandatory, so that's a good thing. And school uniform in Kenya, it's a good thing, because sometimes you're not in a well-up family, and when you go to school with no uniform like we do in USA in the government schools, you can be judged like, oh my gosh, your clothes are not like pretty like mine. And I feel like it's just good how Kenya we have uniforms, so that we are not being judged that your clothes is not as good as mine and as yours is. Like America, we don't have that. We're not really judged like, you're not wearing good, your clothes is not Gucci, like we don't judge people's clothes. So I feel like it's good how it is, like the way it is, it's good. Oh, the last one, I need this. Okay, the last one, the good thing in Kenya is that we have CRE and IRE, Christian religious education and Islamic religious education. I feel like we need this in America. And yes, America has different, like some people are Hindu, some people are Buddhist, some people are Jews, some people are Christian, some people are, you know, Islamic, Muslim, all of that. And I feel like we need a religious period, like a period in class, like just other classes, that when you're Christian, you go to this class, and if you don't believe in anything, you stay, you have a free break, or you go to another class or something like that. Like I feel like it's a good thing that we have that in Kenya, and you get, because I feel like religion is a big part of someone's life, and I feel like we need that in America. We don't really have CRE. If you're in a government school, yes, you can go to a Catholic school, but in Kenya, I used to go to a Catholic school in Kenya before I went to another school, and in Kenya it's not like just Catholic. It's not just the Catholic schools that do CRE or IRE, like CRE. It's not just the Catholic. The whole country, they do CRE or IRE. So I feel like it's an important thing. In America, I wish they had that. So yeah, again, I don't know what to choose from Kenyan or American schools. And oh, I forgot one. This is an important one. Technology. Let's talk about technology in both Kenyan and American. Technology in Kenyan school is not much, and it's a good and a bad thing at the same time. In America, we have technology, which is a good and a bad. It's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. In America, we have it, and a good thing about it is that, you know, you can learn about technology. You know, it's a new era, it's a digital era, and you can learn about technology. And it's technology, you know, that's what people are using these days. And it's a good thing to start that at a young age, and, you know, start learning computer stuff and everything, and learning like that. It's a good thing. But a bad thing about technology is that sometimes you're just dependent on technology, and sometimes, and I didn't have this in Kenya. In Kenya, I had to read books when I needed something. I had to dig deep. I had to take notes and everything when I'm doing something, because I don't have Google. I don't have a Google to go and search in Kenya. But here, sometimes you don't take notes. You don't read books. You are more of, oh, I'll just Google. And sometimes it's not good to just Google everything. So I feel like that's a negative side of technology when you have it in school. Sometimes you just Google everything, and it's not as fun. In Kenya, we don't have the technology, so it makes you read more and everything. But negative side of not having technology in Kenya is that, again, you have to introduce yourself to this new era and learn more about technology and learn more about technology and everything. So even when you have technology, you can be able to experiment digitally and all of that stuff. So yeah, I feel like having technology has a good side and a bad side of it if we're used well. You know, when you have technology, you can be able to be digital, and when you don't have technology, you are able to use you think deeper, you think with your brain, you calculations and everything. Yeah, guys, comment down below. Do you guys think Kenyan schools are better? Do you guys think American schools are better? For me, they are all good. They all have their pros, they all have their cons. I can't choose one. I feel like Kenya is good, America is good. I don't know which one to choose. But yeah, they all have their goods and bads, and I love both. I can't complain. They're both good schools from different nations and everything. You comment down below which one you think was good. if you think technology is good or bad. Do you think the dress code thing is good or bad? Do you think we should learn more of CRE in America? Do you think the school fees thing should be removed in Kenya? See, it's both ways. So yeah, comment down below what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next one. I love y'all. Bye.